Chosen ones, every moment in our lives has a purpose. Yet some days emerge as rare treasures, brimming with a significance beyond what we might immediately perceive. Today, October 31st, is one of those days. This is not merely a date on the calendar. It is a divinely orchestrated moment calling to you, inviting you to witness the unfolding of something extraordinary. If you find yourself here now, receiving this message, it is because the universe has positioned you to hear these words, aligning you with a truth that will touch the depths of your spirit. What is coming is a day of profound importance, an open door just for you. Perhaps you have felt a stirring in your soul, an intuition whispering that something monumental is on the horizon. Now you stand on the threshold of that realization, where everything you've imagined or quietly longed for may finally become real. It's as if every prayer, every moment of faith, and every whispered dream have gathered in the heavens, waiting to pour down upon you. Stay with me as we journey through this moment together, uncovering the essence of what tomorrow brings. And if you feel a deep resonance, allow yourself to dwell within these words, letting their energy amplify and uplift your spirit. We are here together because something incredible is unfolding, and you are a part of it. In many cultures, this time of year is marked by the celebration of Halloween, a date wrapped in mystery and symbolism. Traditionally, Halloween is known as a night when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is considered thinner, an opportunity to look within and confront the shadows of our lives and our past. This is not merely a time for fun or scares, but a profound reminder of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. A cycle that many chosen ones live intensely on their journeys. Just like the souls of the past who faced their own shadows and fears on Halloween night, you too are invited to confront your doubts, fears, and any lingering insecurities that may obscure the path of your divine purpose. This journey, much like faith itself, requires the courage to look directly at the parts of ourselves we prefer to hide. Imagine this moment as a Halloween for the soul, a purification opportunity, where you leave behind what no longer serves and welcome a new beginning. In the Bible, we read about the importance of overcoming our fears and trusting in divine protection, as in passages encouraging us to fear not, for God is with us. This faith is our lantern amidst darkness, reminding us that even in moments of shadow, we are guided by a light that never fades. October 31st represents the closing of one cycle and the beginning of another. Think of the past few months as a planting season where your intentions, dreams, and efforts have been sown. Now, you are ready to reap the fruits of everything you dedicated in prayer, patience, and perseverance. And what makes this moment so special is divine synchronicity. It is no accident that you have arrived here. Just as Halloween marks the arrival of autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, when leaves fall and nature undergoes a process of renewal, you too are called to let go of the leaves that have served their purpose in your life. It may be a habit that no longer serves, a fear that limits, or even a doubt you carry about your purpose. God asks that you trust in this process of renewal, for it is through it that your true essence can flourish. In this cycle of renewal, reflect on God's promises. As the Apostle Paul reminds us, there is a time for everything under the heavens. This is your time to see doors open, to witness miracles that were prepared in silence. Remember, God's cycles are perfect, and at the right time, what is yours will be revealed in a surprising way. Chosen ones, as you cross the night of October 31st, make it a sacred moment. Take time to look within and bring to light all areas of your life that need healing or clarity. Just as Halloween's darkness reminds us of the power of light, Tomorrow is your chance to remember who you are, to connect with the strength that brought you here, and to leave behind everything that no longer serves. From this point on, enter the new month with an open heart, ready to receive what God has prepared for you. Allow yourself to open to the new with the same spirit as one who leaves doors open to a new season. You are here, not by chance, but because your soul was already prepared for this moment of revelation and growth. Believe that everything you sought with faith is on its way, and that the next month will bring new opportunities for your mission as a chosen one. Chosen one, this is the time to release what is no longer part of your journey. Every challenge, every lesson, and every small victory you accumulated along the way has, in fact, polished your essence, shaping you for something greater. Everything you've gone through brought growth, and now it's time to do an inner cleansing, like one who makes space for powerful and authentic renewal. There is something sacred in recognizing this cycle of death and rebirth in our lives, a kind of liberation that comes when we let go of the old to make way for the new. The courage to face our shadows and overcome the past reflects the true spirit of transformation. This is the moment when you embrace the fullness of who you really are, letting yourself be guided by your divine mission. Every choice you make now becomes a step towards your purpose, illuminated by God's grace and strength. As you move forward, trust that everything you need for your journey has already been provided. Often the path may feel lonely or uncertain, but faith will take you beyond any doubt. It's like walking over a firm yet invisible bridge, knowing that each step reveals the security only trust in something greater can give. Remember that you have never been alone at any moment of your walk. In every silent prayer, every sincere thought, you have been heard. God knows your heart, your struggles, and your deepest longings, and He is guiding you through every step of this journey. Trust is your fortress, and divine love your protection. As you open up to what lies ahead, recognize that abundance goes beyond the material. It's the peace you feel upon waking, the love in the connections you build, and the serenity that fills your spirit. True wealth comes from inner fullness, where purpose, faith, and gratitude meet. It's an invitation to live with an open heart, attuned to the blessings that appear in subtle and unexpected forms. Every sign, every encouraging word, and every moment of peace that arises is a reminder that you are on the right path, living in harmony with your essence and purpose. This is the true state of abundance, where everything around you reflects what was cultivated within you. Chosen one, move forward with courage. Tomorrow is full of promises, and each new day is an opportunity to renew your faith and start afresh. Hope is the spark that propels you to continue, knowing that what awaits you is more magnificent than what has been left behind. Remember that no matter what the external world brings you, your connection with the divine is your foundation. You carry a unique light, a flame that illuminates not only your path, but also that of others around you. As you move forward, you will be strengthening this light, allowing it to expand and touch those who are still searching for their own essence. Chosen one. There have been countless times when I faced challenges that seemed insurmountable. I remember nights when doubts piled up, and the feeling of being lost was so intense that it seemed like there was no way out. It was in times like these that I drew closest to God, seeking refuge and answers in prayer. Every difficulty I faced was, in fact, a disguised lesson, a way to remind me that the greater purpose was always present, even when I couldn't see it. At one point, I went through a phase of loss, where everything around me seemed to crumble. It was as if the ground I walked on was made of sand, and no matter how hard I tried to hold on to what I knew, nothing felt secure. Looking back, I see that it was the starting point for a rebirth. Losing control of the circumstances taught me to fully trust in God's guidance, understanding that He had already planned everything to shape me into the person I am today. This experience taught me that, just like the seasons of nature, our lives also have cycles. There are times to plant, times to harvest, and sometimes times to simply wait. Learning to accept these cycles brought peace to my heart, as I understood that my journey was never solitary and that divine promises would always come to fruition at the right time. On another occasion, I recall a period of profound loneliness, where it seemed even the closest people were distant. It was there that my faith began to grow in a genuine way, as I realized that God never abandons us, even when everything seems silent. I discovered that silence wasn't emptiness, but an opportunity to listen to myself and what God wanted me to hear. One night, during a moment of prayer, I felt a deep sense of peace, as if a presence embraced me, assuring me that everything would be okay. It was a simple experience, but incredibly powerful. From that moment, I understood that faith does not depend on the circumstances around us, but on how much we can surrender to this inner trust, knowing that the divine always guides us. These small personal experiences have shaped my understanding of what it means to be chosen. The life of a chosen one will not always be easy or free from challenges, but each difficulty is an opportunity to strengthen our connection with God and our purpose. Along this journey, something that always surprised me were the subtle signs that appeared when I needed them most. On days of doubt, when I felt without strength, words of encouragement would arise from unexpected places. A conversation that seemed to answer exactly what I was searching for, or even an act of kindness from a stranger. These are not coincidences, but reminders that our path is being guided. Once, during a moment of great indecision, I asked God for a clear sign about which direction to take. The next day, a message about courage appeared in a book I was reading, as if it had been written just for me. That moment renewed my confidence and gave me the certainty that I was on the right path. These signs are one way in which God communicates His love and care. He knows the hearts of the chosen, understands their struggles and desires, and uses small daily miracles to remind us that we are under His protection. Being attentive to these signs taught me to walk with more ease, knowing that each step is guided. Faith is something we build little by little, like someone who builds a solid house, capable of withstanding any storm. I remember that, in my most difficult moments, what truly sustained me were the small daily practices of gratitude and prayer. They weren't grand gestures or sudden changes, but the constant habit of connecting with the divine, even if only for a few minutes. There was a phase when I felt distant from everything and everyone, as if I were in a spiritual desert. It was there that I learned the value of keeping the flame of faith alive, even if it was through a simple daily act of gratitude. That was when I realized that faith is a practice, a decision to trust each day, not just a passing feeling. This constant practice shaped my journey and gave me the certainty that, regardless of challenges, a greater force would always support me. You may have noticed that the journey up to this point has been full of tests and revelations, a path that leads you to a deep truth that few can see. As the month comes to an end, you feel the weight and transformation that October 31st brings. A turning point where the past dissolves to make space for something new. This is the moment to pause, reflect, and understand that each difficulty was, in fact, preparation. The life of the chosen ones is not always linear. This is a path of highs and lows, where each obstacle is like a hidden lesson, an invitation to deepen your faith and strength. For many, the end of a month may not hold great meaning. But for you, this is the end of a sacred cycle, a closure symbolizing the release of everything that no longer serves. Every experience, every person who came and went from your life, every challenge you faced, all of this has shaped who you are now. At this moment, you are called to look back and recognize the value of each step. Perhaps you have gone through periods of darkness where it seemed that no one understood your purpose, where loneliness was your only companion. But know that these moments were essential, for they strengthened your connection with the divine, made your inner voice clearer, and your heart more resilient. As you reflect on the month that is ending, ask yourself, what have you learned? Which part of your essence has been revealed? The end of the month is a reminder that, to move forward, you must let go, detach from what has already fulfilled its role. Just as trees lose their leaves in autumn, you too are invited to leave behind what no longer nourishes your soul. Prepare yourself, for each cycle that ends is another step in your journey of revelation and self-discovery. At the end of this month, let gratitude take over. Be thankful for the challenges that strengthened you and for the blessings that sustained you. What you have faced up to this point was not in vain. Each trial served to reaffirm your purpose as a chosen one. Now, as you cross into the next month, carry with you only what is essential, what makes your spirit vibrate. May this new cycle be an opportunity to deepen your purpose, to live your truth, and to continue raising the frequency of the world around you. It's important to remember that your reality is shaped by what you choose to focus on daily. What consumes your attention becomes part of who you are. So be vigilant about what you allow to influence your mind and heart. In a world where narratives of fear and hopelessness are constant, you have the power to choose something different. Instead of letting yourself be affected by the negativity projected by the media, make the decision to write a new story. Your own story. Consider this. Each thought, each emotion you cultivate is like a brick in the construction of your reality. The energy you dedicate to fear, insecurity, or to what others say about the future is energy that could be creating something positive and powerful for you. Many chosen ones, upon awakening, perceive the pressure of these external forces and fall into the trap of repeating the same narratives of despair. But the true power of a chosen one lies in changing this pattern and focusing on creating a new reality based on freedom, peace, and spiritual expansion. You are not here to be just another piece in the old matrix. Your purpose is to create something new, a vision that connects you with your true essence. Think about the impact this shift in focus has not only on your life, but also on those around you. By choosing to live a truth based on love and authenticity, you become a source of inspiration and strength for others who are still seeking their own liberation. Remember, you have the ability to see yourself as the hero of this journey. Regardless of the challenges and shadows, the story of your life is being written by the choices you make every day. Write yourself as the victor, as the one who overcame, who chose freedom, and who brought forth the innate power to change your reality. When you place yourself in this position, you realize that the future is not a distant mystery. It is being created now by your hands, your vision, and your faith. You may have heard that inner voice saying your dreams are too big, the path is too long, or that you are not capable. This voice tries to convince you that giving up is the safest choice, and that the world around you offers plenty of reasons to stop. But know that this voice is not the truth. When Van Gogh said, "Paint without stopping, in every possible way, and that voice will be silenced," he was speaking about the courage to move forward. even if everything around suggests otherwise. That inner voice, which tries to divert your path, may seem logical, but it is false. It uses arguments to keep you in your comfort zone, to make you think it's impossible to go beyond the limits you know. However, the strength of the chosen one lies precisely in challenging these limits, in moving forward, and in believing in your purpose. Each time you rise to follow what inspires you, to walk the path you feel in your heart, you take another step to silence that voice. This is the power of persistence. To do, create, and exist authentically until doubts and fears dissipate. The world around you may not understand this journey, but you were chosen to break barriers, to write your own story. Don't let others' limitations or that inner voice tell you it's impossible. Your future is built by what you choose to do now. By focusing on your truth and purpose, you prove to yourself that life is far more than any imposed limit or projected fear. Chosen one, move forward. Silencing that voice is not easy, but with every decision you make toward your dream, it loses strength. Believe in the power within you. It is more real and stronger than any reason that invites you to give up. As you reach the end of this month, there's a sense of renewal, of a cycle closing to give way to a new chapter. This is a moment to reflect on the path you've walked so far, and all those times when, even feeling trapped or misunderstood, you found a way out. Perhaps you've often tried to fit into a world that seemed to move in the opposite direction of what you feel in your soul. As it's often said, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. This path, though solitary at times, is also a blessing. You are called to see beyond what is imposed, to feel that there is something truer and freer. And yes, that can be frightening. But love sustains this journey, not fear. As you close this month, choose love. Choose to live according to your truth, knowing that the courage to follow your heart builds the future you deserve. Little by little, you will see that your uniqueness is a gift. This feeling of not fitting in is actually a sign that you were chosen to shine in a unique way, not to be lost in the expectations and illusions of the world. And even if fear still appears, it doesn't have to be your companion. Now is the time to be grateful for the courage that has brought you this far, and to embrace the next cycle with confidence. Remember, many are called, but few are chosen. The path of the chosen one is not only a journey of challenges, but also a path of expansion and freedom. As you leave behind the limitations of the past month, realize that you are part of a network of souls who see the world with the same eyes, who value what is real, and who know they are here to make a difference. One of the greatest traps along your journey is giving too much importance to the opinions and expectations of others. As you stand out and strive to live your truth, it's natural that some around you may try to divert you from your path. The truth is, not everyone around you will understand your purpose, and many will not be ready to accept what you represent. Some people, trapped in their own limitations, will not wish to see your success or the fulfillment of your potential. This is not about you. It's about their fears and insecurities. It's important to understand that as you grow, you become a mirror. For some, your courage to live your truth will bring inspiration, but for others, it will be unsettling. Your authenticity may provoke resistance in those who prefer the comfort of conformity. Many will try to discourage you because the success of a chosen one exposes everyone still hiding behind excuses. This is the time to free yourself from the expectations of others, to leave behind the need for external validation. Remember, you are here for something far greater than the approval of those who do not understand your journey. Let your focus on your purpose be stronger than any attempt to discourage you from outside. These criticisms and judgments, at their core, reflect others' resistance to facing their own limitations. Chosen one, as you close this cycle, make a commitment to yourself. Do not be swayed by those who cannot see what you see. Focus on your purpose and stay firm, knowing that your mission is not only a personal path, but also an example for those who are still searching for a way out. With each step you take, be anchored in the certainty that you are capable, and that you do not need anyone's approval to be who you were called to be. May the coming month be a stage of freedom, where you feel fully in control of your life, free from external voices, and committed to your inner truth. Do not allow others' doubts to suffocate what is most authentic within you. This is your moment to shine, and there is no space for the limitations that others have tried to impose on you.